was put into Link to the Past. But what happened is when the game, it was not put in the Japanese version, but in the American version. When the debug team was trying to work out some of the localization issues in the U.S. version, they accidentally did something to the game that made the room inaccessible to its normal means. Basically, the only way you can enter the room is by tricking the game to thinking you're in a wrong spot on the screen when you enter a hole. And we're going to show you a video of how it works. Now, there's been a lot of rumors about how you can actually get into the room, like run really fast, has nothing to do with speed. And like run really fast, fall down a hole, and you'll randomly get in there. That's not true. There's a surefire way to get in there every time, and we're going to show you a video of how it works. And this is the Super Nintendo version. This is how it's done. I just do it because I didn't want to walk. And Kate's hole. You don't have to run into the walls. That actually you have to do right there, that little turn thing. Blow yourself up. Oh. We'll explain after. And behold. Well, that's better. Here's the message. So basically, yes, you don't need to run into walls. The two things that were crucial was the path you took to get there, and then the part where you use a bomb, you need to make yourself in like the southernmost like pixel of the screen, and then that little dash thing is to turn around so that you turn around perfectly without moving. Once you do that, you just have to go to the little bush and slash it, and you fall down, you'll always get into that room. So if you have the Super Nintendo version or the Virtual Console version of this, you can go home and repeat what you just saw, and it'll work every time. Now, someone did mention about the Four Swords, the Game Boy Advance version. This game was re-released. It was coded by Capcom in partnership with Nintendo, and they re-released it with some changes. And we'll show you the video again, and we'll show you what happens when you do it on the Game Boy Advance version.
Who has a Game Boy player?
That game is awesome.
Good people.
I do something else stupid, don't worry. go to the room, you can't access. You can't actually access the room through any normal means in the Game Boy Advance version. However, the room is still present in the game. If you know how to, you don't endorse this, but you know how to hack the game, the room is actually included in the file. It doesn't have the message in it, and it doesn't have anything in it. But the actual room that was used in the Super Nintendo version is still there. So it was present there, and it's a little strange that the Virtual Console version came out after this one, and then they left it in there. I think someone just forgot. So we don't know why they took it out. Maybe we'll figure out for next time. But it's not. The room's present, but the message and to be able to get to it is not possible.
So sad. Okay. Who amongst you ships Zelda and Link? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyway, there actually was a sort of rumor that built up that this was actually intentional from Link to the Past, of course. We're going back to one of the greats. Who here remembers your uncle's last line when he dies? In A Link to the Past.
I have no idea.
Okay. When you encounter him right at the beginning of the game in the dungeon, like where you saw him fall right there, he says, Zelda is your ... Nothing. Yeah, go ahead, show it.
We have a video of this. We'll show you.
So now you'll get a visual example. I'm sorry if I spoiled it for anyone who's only played 1 minute of the game.
Notice what color hair Link has in this game. Oh, why? It was a limitation of the Super Nintendo color palette.
And there goes your uncle off the guy.
Never do what your parents ask you, or your uncle.
Really sucks without the Pegasus boost. So basically, the two kind of rumors was that, you know, Link and Zelda were like meant to be together, or Link was Zelda was Link's sister. That was the other one that came out of it. Zelda is your sister. Like, okay, I don't know. But the Japanese version literally translated is protect Zelda, you are the princess's ... And then you saw the English one. I don't know if you have a visual for the actual comment.
No, we don't have that. The other thing is that the Japanese version, that's what it literally says, because a lot of people were pointing out that the Japanese version of the game said Zelda is your destiny. And people were saying it's because there wasn't enough that room in the Japanese box, or the US box dialogue box took up too much space, so they couldn't fit it onto a line. So in the Japanese version, apparently you could put more words in there, so it had that one word. That's BS, but as you can see, like the Japanese version said pretty close to the same thing. So, and